just can't find the right thing to say. I tried, but all my pain gets in the way. Tell me what I have to do so you stay. Should I get down on my knees and pray? How can I stop losing you? How can I begin to say when there's nothing left to do but walk away? Yeah, I could close my eyes just to try and see you smile one more time. But it's been so long now, all I do is cry. Can't we find some love to take this away? 'Cause the pain gets stronger every day. How can I begin again? And how am I to understand when there's nothing left to do but walk away? Yeah. See, and why all my dreams been broken? I don't know where we're going when everything was said and all we've done now. Don't let go, I don't wanna walk away.
Nature looked around her garden and found an empty place. She then looked down upon the earth and saw your tired face. She put her arms around you and lifted you to rest. Her garden must be beautiful, she only takes the best. She knew that you would never get well on earth again, and she saw the road was getting rough and the hills were hard to climb. So she closed your weary eyelids and whispered, "Peace be thine." It broke our hearts to lose you, but you didn't go alone, for part of us went with you the day you were called home. A very warm welcome to you all as we gather today to give thanks for the time we had with Rachel, We'll share our thoughts, our memories, and reflect on what she meant to us. We'll also bring comfort to all of you here who have been deeply affected by her passing. I would also like to welcome those who are unable to be here in person today and are joining us by live stream, especially Rachel's sister Wendy and her family from Queensland. My name is Delma Carpenter, and along with Jesse and his colleagues from Parkside Funerals, it's an honour and privilege to have been asked to officiate at Rachel's service today. Today we remember a woman who was down to earth, strong in spirit, and loved her family. We also acknowledge sadness and grief that comes with saying goodbye. Rachel carried herself with immense strength and an unshakable grace through difficult times during her battle with breast cancer. Not wanting to be a worry to those around her, she never complained, just soldiered on. There were times she felt frustrated. She missed her independence and the ability to do the things that she once loved. Nearing the end of her life, Rachel had had enough. She was tired and ready to go. There is comfort in knowing that she found peace after the struggle. To you, Rachel's family, hold close the memories, the smell of her cooking, the sound of her voice, the way she made you laugh. Let yourselves grieve, but let yourselves smile too, because you were loved deeply by a woman who didn't say it often, but loved deeply by a woman who didn't say it often, but showed it every day. Rachel lives on in your stories, in the tradition she passed on, in the resilience you've inherited from her. She is gone from your sight, but not from your hearts. So let's now take a look at Rachel's life. She was born in 1945 to Marjorie and Lewis Bird in the west coast town of Strawn. She was one of 3 children alongside her late brother Gary and her sister Wendy. Her childhood was shaped by the rhythms of a mining town and a close-knit family life. After finishing school in Strawn, Rachel moved to the northwest coast, where she met and married Cyril Hooper in 1966. And though their marriage came to an end, it brought Rachel her greatest pride, her 3 children. Life as a single mum wasn't easy. She took on casual jobs to support the family and worked hard to provide the essentials, safety, food and love. And when her kids were in trouble, her protective instincts kicked in. She was always in their corner. Jamie shared some cherished memories of his mum making homemade ginger beer, using a ginger beer plant, bottling it in long necks, corked and left in the bathtub to work. The kids couldn't wait for the corks to pop. It was like a celebration. He also remembers baker's toast, toffee apples and her peppermint slice, and those hearty mint stews with vegetables and mashed potato. Not fancy, but comforting and delicious. As Jamie put it, I'd give anything to have her cook up one for me now. Rachel was nanny to her grandchildren and they were her world. She adored them, looked after them and took pride in their company, or took joy in their company. They brought her laughter, pride and purpose. Rachel was a homebody, a bit of a loner by nature. She liked her own company, found peace in her routines and didn't mind being on her own. But she was also incredibly talkative. Once you'd met Rachel, you knew all about her life within a few minutes. She was easygoing, generous to a fault, and would give you the shirt off her back, especially if you were her family. Her heart was enormous. Her sense of humour was good, never took herself too seriously, and that made her wonderfully real. Home was Rachel's sanctuary. The TV was always on for company, and there would be a Reader's Digest or a TV Week lying near her chair. She had a collection of CDs and cassettes and enjoyed listening to music from her younger days. Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, and the hits of her time filled the house. She once had a productive vegetable and flower garden growing strawberries and raspberries and fresh produce for her family. She'd also bring flowers inside to brighten the table. She was a creative soul. Rachel kept her old Singer sewing machine and over the years made clothes for her children and others. She was a skilled knitter. Cardigans, gloves, scarves and beanies flowed from her needles. She even had a go at Hobbytex when it was all the rage. Rachel was the traditional cook who found joy in the kitchen, meat and 3 veggies, biscuits in the tin, and at Christmas she pulled out all the stops. There were biscuit slices, roast turkey, chicken, vegetables, and not forgetting the delicious sweets that she prepared. But when it came to Rachel's taste, they were simple. A McDonald's hamburger or a Cadbury's chocolate was a treat for her. Then there was shopping. Rachel loved to shop. Clothes, jewellery, shoes, knickknacks, you name it. Jamie once asked her how she had so much stuff, and she simply replied, "It's 80 years of collecting." Rachel was not perfect. She had her stubborn streak, but she was real, loving, loyal, and one of a kind. She gave what she could, loved deeply, and always wanted her family to be fed, safe, and happy. She made do. She made memories, and she made people feel cared for. And though the last part of her journey was difficult, we honour her today with love and respect. We acknowledge the fight she put up, the strength that she carried, and the choice she made to let go when she was ready. Rachel sadly passed away on the 13th of June and will be dearly missed by those who loved her. We're now going to have a quiet time, a time to reflect on the memories and the times that you spent with Rachel while listening to Supermarket Flowers by Ed Sheeran.
I took the supermarket flowers from the windowsill. I threw the day-old tea from the cup. Packed up the photo album Matthew had made, memories of a life that's been loved. Took the get-well-soon cars and stuffed animals, poured the old ginger beer down the sink. Dad always told me, don't you cry when you're down, but Mum, there's a tear every time that I blink. Oh, I'm in pieces, it's tearing me up, but I know a heart that's broke is a heart that's been loved. So I'll sing hallelujah. You were an angel in the shape of my mom. When I fell down, you'd be there holding me up. Spread your wings as you go, and when God takes you back, He'll say hallelujah, you're home. Fluffed the pillows, made the bed, stacked the chairs up, folded your nightgowns neatly in a case. John said he'd drive, then put his hand on my cheek and wiped a tear from the side of my face. And I hope that I see the world as you did, 'cause I know a life with love is a life that's been lived. So I'll sing hallelujah. You were an angel in the shape of my mom. When I fell down, you'd be there holding me up. Spread your wings as you go, and when God takes you back, He'll say hallelujah, you're home. Hallelujah. You were an angel in the shape of my mom. You got to see the person I have become. Spread your wings and I know that when God took you back, He said, hallelujah, you're home.
The family have asked me on their behalf to thank Rachel's close friend Anne for her friendship and support, for always being there for Rachel. Jamie would also like to thank the grandchildren for bringing their nanny so much joy. Also a heartfelt thanks to you all for being here today, for your present support and being part of Rachel's farewell. Rachel loved the garden, and today I'd like to give thanks and honour her life by doing a flower tribute. Our lives are rather like this flower. This flower has grown and it's blossomed and then fades away. And like the rose I have here, we all have petals, each representing different parts of our life. And Rachel, like all of us, had many, many petals, each representing a different part of her life. Her easygoing nature and kind heart, her selflessness in putting others before herself, giving freely without expecting anything in return, her strength and resilience to push no matter how hard the challenge, her sense of humour, not taking life too seriously, and her love and care for her family, forming the very heart of who she was. Rachel's flower was a testament to her life, a gift to the world that will forever bloom in the hearts of those who knew her. I place these petals to pay tribute to Rachel's life. Sadly, we've come to the final part of the service where we have to say goodbye. In grief of your death, Rachel, but gratitude for your life, we say goodbye. Rachel Ann Hooper, it is with love and appreciation that we give your body to Mother Earth, from which all things come, unto which all things in life return. May the road rise to meet you, may the wind be always at your back, may the sunshine warm upon your face, the rains fall soft upon your fields, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of His hand. Rachel, may you rest in peace. I'd like to conclude the service today with a poem for Rachel. She liked her quiet corners, her TV humming low, a book upon the table, some flowers in a row. She loved her kids fiercely, she would defend them come what may. With ginger beer, baker's toast, she brightened up their day. A cardigan half knitted, a mint stew on the stove, a biscuit tin at Christmas, just little acts of love. She'd talk and talk for hours with laughter in her tone, and even if you'd just arrived, you never felt alone. She held her treasures tightly, each memory, each shoe, 80 years of living life, collected through and through. Now peace has found her gently, her worries laid to rest, and though we feel the silence, we know she gave her best. So we'll miss her in the garden, at the shops or on the phone, but in the heart she cared for, she is never alone.
Early morning, there's a message on my phone. It's my mother saying, darling, please come home. I fear the worst, but how could you leave us all behind? There's so much to say, but there's so little time. So how do I say goodbye to someone who's been with me for my whole damn life? You gave me my name and the color of your eyes. See your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye when I couldn't? You always saw the best in me. Right or wrong, you were always on my side. But I'm scared of what life without you's like. And I saw the way she looked into your eyes. And I promise if you go, I will make sure she's alright. So how do I say goodbye to someone who's been with me for my whole damn life? You gave me my name and the color of your eyes. See your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye? And there's no way you could ever let me down. Gonna steal some time and start again. You'll always be my closest friend. And someday we're gonna make it out. Just hold the light, just hold the light high, high. So how do I say goodbye to someone who's been with me for my whole damn life? You gave me my name and the color of your eyes. I see your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye? So how do I say goodbye? Early morning, there's a message on my phone. It's my mother saying, darling, please come home. I fear the worst, how could you leave us all behind? There's so much to say, but there's so little time. So how do I say goodbye to someone who's been with me for my whole damn life? You gave me my name and the color of your eyes. I see your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye when I couldn't? You always saw the best in me. Right or wrong, you were always on my side. But I'm scared of what life without you's like. And I saw the way she looked into your eyes. And I promise if you go, I will make sure she's alright. So how do I say goodbye to someone who's been with me for my whole damn life? You gave me my name and the color of your eyes. I see your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye? And there's no way you could ever let me down. Gonna steal some time and start again. You'll always be my closest friend. And someday we're gonna make it out. Just hold the light, just hold the light high, high. So how do I say goodbye to someone who's been with me for my whole damn life? You gave give me my name and the color of your eyes. I see your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye? So how do I say goodbye?